1 hour of Madden 20, because why not?
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might.
We welcome you back to the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado.
Let's go.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? Peterman rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time to hop in as this defense will need to make a red zone stop, starting with his 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this third down stop in the third quarter? He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. As his guys... Well, the defense is in a better spot here than the offense as we drop you into a 3rd and 8. Now the ball is in the red zone, but they need 8 yards on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 6. A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. Man open, Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. Back to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Now Peterman. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 17. First down. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back, unfortunately. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right. Empty. And it's fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Peterman. And able to find Conley.
Let's go, boys. Ready. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Ready.
Now Peterman. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No. It's no hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment. Down. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk reward. When you don't get it. Here we
go. 18 Gator. Here we go. Get off the field. Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Okay, from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
And we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest.
56. Here we go, D.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Come on, set.
This defense is going to need to come up with something extraordinary here as they're up against a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. So in the early going, this will be the first drive of the game for this offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. To throw on 3rd down. Baldwin looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too good there. The contact. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the... 2nd quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down to the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. To throw on 2nd down. Baldwin, throw left side, complete. It's Flynn. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the... And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown from 10 yards out. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a 1st down in the red zone. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Baldwin, and the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. 31-14, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. 31-7, the final score. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll wrap up the weekend with a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defense...
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
On the ready.
So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Baldwin looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Come on, set.
This offense, they've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. Can they finish it off and punch it in the end zone? Steps away. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Foxborough. Back to throw here. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And they're able to break the tie and move. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 23 yards. So the task for this offense is preserving this lead. It's a tight game late, and the defense also, keep in mind, they do have 3 timeouts. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. One-score game, 7 points here in the 4th quarter. This offense, they need to get the football back on this onside kick.
Ready. 90s Wolf. 56. Watch the screen. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. This defense trailing in the 4th quarter and really needing this 4th down stop. Here, they're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
This defense trailing in the 4th quarter and really needing this 4th down stop. They'll drop to throw. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles... Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. On second down, it's Wallace, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Scott now from the gun on third down. On the move to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Second and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Scott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30, 10. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into 4th. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6. This offense has marched the ball down the field nicely. In good position, can they finish the drive off? 1st and 10 in the red zone. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And a field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's... Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on third down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
Casually, people just morph into each other. Normally. That's completely normal. Do it at home.
Get it back together and find their way back to the end zone.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Keeps rolling, doesn't it? And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Scott into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together some? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Scott to throw on third down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for two just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Time to see how this offense can handle the elements. First drive of the game in the snow. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? They'll look to throw here. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
On the ready. Check line 54. Line 54. Watch QB down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And oh, it coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49. This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And he couldn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the... So here's the situation upcoming. Second quarter, third down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get the first down. The 23. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's second down, and the defense needing to step up. On second down now, Wilkerson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there.
Here we go.
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Caught inside the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? That's caught at the 3. And he is in. Touchdown. Okay, the field goal unit out on the field as they look to get 3 points here in the waning moments of this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. The Chiefs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Jets looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home.
And just...
Ready?
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on third down? Let's find out. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Keeping this offense out of the end zone has to be considered a must here, as this defense can ill afford to go 2 scores down here in the second half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Yeah,
I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating before actually making one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't.
Come on, set, 50,
A potential turning point in a 1-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. And they give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. 1st and goal in the red zone. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
0 small what?
Welcome you back.
Zeros?
They've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The clock still runs.
He's taken down.
Seconds now. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkerson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short.
Ready up.
Mike 29. Hey, they scared.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now this one's not over yet. A big play coming up on the onside kick with a kicking team trailing by 8. They need to get it back. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about...
Get ready. Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
56 is the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. But, Charles, a 1-score game Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Denver, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
They did not hit the crossbar.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
I don't know, maybe it was Madden physics that did hit the crossbar. What?
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Welcome in. This is Madden 20.
Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big... This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? He's going to loft one deep left side here, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good.
I think that they're wrong once again. I do not think it hit off the crossbar. What? It is not... That's not even close. What? Well, I mean, there it looked like it hit the crossbar. What? Wow. I didn't even see this.
Now we drop you into an intriguing situation. The offense going for it on... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco... Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here with a final drive in the second quarter? And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Let's go, 30 base.
So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense. to get back in this contest. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A lot of points put on the board so far by this offense. Now they're looking for more. Already winning here in the second half, ball in the red zone. He'll run it, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they're setting up here for the onside kick. They need this football. Now, can the receiving team thwart that from happening? Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What?
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get
All right, let's get you to the action here as we pick things up early in the first quarter.
50, plant.
Watch the run.
Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big... A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? He'll drop to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he got blown up. Losing. Back at the 44.
Down. 15,
This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? Looking deep down, and this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
They'll set up a throw, rolling to his left, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's
On the ready.
second quarter. This defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. He's going to loft one deep, and that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play.
Ready.
This offense has been clicking pretty well here in the first half. They've got the sizable margin. Now can they add to it here for the final drive in the second quarter? He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. This offense has been lighting the scoreboard up. Now the question, can they add to their lead? We drop you in a red zone situation in the second half. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Second and goal from inside the 5. Second and 4. Steps away. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Alright guys, I'm done for today, so we're going to go swimming tomorrow, so when we get back, we're going to finish the rest of this game, and plenty more tomorrow. Alright, catch up with you guys tomorrow. Alright, peace out.